if I just show you some of the building work that I did, I wish I had more footage and photographs and stuff from before I did the work, but I was more interested in just simply doing the work than taking photographs. But I mean, you can see what I've done. I've boarded up the right hand side and then made a door that's framed up. I've made this nice little slider that opens up there. Quite proud of this. Quite proud of this. So as we come in, this is their sleeping ladder, and recently I put some hinges up. So what I can actually do, which is very pleasing, is to put this up there and store it away while I dig out the compost. So this, it's a bare earth floor, and so I compost on here directly. In the summer, there are lots of maggots that live in this compost. At the moment, not very much, but there are some red worms, there are some wood lice, pill bugs, and they're very happy. There's a nice window which I've left open. This was closed for most of the winter. So the idea is that the heat of the compost just keeps it not exactly warm, but above freezing through the whole winter, so they're quite comfortable. I like to experiment in here. I like to just try things out. I'm still moving things around a lot and trying to find the best configuration of things. I've got another one of these, I don't know what to call it, just a continuous feeder. So you can see here that it drops down as they take it from the bottom. It's gravity fed, and that's quite nice. They're quite wasteful. A lot of it drops on the floor, so I need to probably, I don't know, I'm still playing. I'm not totally satisfied. If they're going to drop it on the floor, that's no good, really. I'm not sure they've learned how to use these water nipples yet. As they peck it, they can get water. I haven't seen them do that yet. Oh, and there, as I say, that's the first time I've ever seen one of the chickens do it. So, because it's red, at some point they get locked in here while I'm at work. I don't unlock them until I come back from work in the afternoon. And I guess at some point they got thirsty enough to do that, so they've apparently learned how to do it. The idea with that is you can keep the lid on, and the water doesn't get dirty, it doesn't get algae growing in there, and you can just keep the water clean. I have access to the nesting boxes from inside as well. So there's an egg, and I've also got some wooden eggs that I made to encourage them to get broody, which they haven't done yet. That's a real egg with real poo on it, so they need, oh, actually it's not really poo, it's a piece of grass, a little bit dirty. I need to figure out a way to get them clean. I'll leave that there for now. So I provided some dried grass for them, and they really like that. And here, although it's blocked now, it's blocked for winter, but that's I guess a window. It's not, there's no glass, it's just an open fronted kind of ventilation port, ventilation window. On the roof I've got these pool noodles to avoid banging my head on the beams. So we have more mealworm containers here. This one's quite cool. So lots and lots of mealworms in here. The food is not as fresh as I would like. I really haven't mastered the food for the mealworms at all. That's a pupa. That's a mealworm pupa. before it turns into, if I can find one, a beetle. And then these beetles burrow down and lay eggs, and they turn into mealworms. Like I say, not as productive as I would like at the moment. The previous experiment is that these mealworm boxes were in the chicken coop in there over winter, so they were getting the heat from the compost, which was working really, really well. Otherwise, the mealworms were just, you know, very cold, and just they don't die as long as they don't freeze. They go into kind of, what's the word, hibernation, maybe some kind of hibernation. They slow down. So I was able to keep them feeding and growing just with the heat of the compost in here. It did mean that the chickens did poo on the lids, which means I need to clean the lids, but you can't have it all.